There's one English word native speakers use that instantly sounds smarter and more professional than saying common. And once you notice it, you'll start hearing it everywhere. The word is ubiquitous. But here's the problem. Most English learners understand this word once, then forget it 5 minutes later. So in this video, I'll make it impossible to forget using 3 visual examples you'll probably remember for years. Let's jump in. First, listen carefully to the pronunciation. Ubiquitous. The stress is on BIK. Try it once with me. Ubiquitous. Now here's the meaning that actually matters. If something is ubiquitous, you see it so often it almost feels impossible to escape. It's everywhere, constantly visible, a normal part of everyday life. And here's why this word is powerful. Native speakers use it constantly in professional discussions, technology, media, business, academic English. So this is genuinely a useful advanced vocabulary word. Now, let's make it unforgettable. Look at this image. Everybody is holding a smartphone. Now, listen carefully. Although the first smartphones appeared in the 1990s, they became truly ubiquitous around 2012. Notice the feeling behind the word. Today, you can walk into almost any cafe, train station, airport or street, and smartphones are everywhere. Completely normal, almost unavoidable. But before smartphones became ubiquitous, seeing someone stare at a phone all day would have looked strange. Now, nobody even notices. And that shift from unusual to unavoidable is exactly what ubiquitous describes. If you enjoy learning English this way, subscribe and turn on notifications for more lessons like this. Now, this next example makes the word even easier to remember. Let's go back before smartphones, before social media, even before television dominated people's homes. At that time, radio was everywhere. Families gathered round it, news came through it, entertainment lived through it. And one man understood its power better than almost anyone. Franklin D. Roosevelt. During his presidency, his famous fireside chats reached millions of Americans through radio broadcasts. Listen to this sentence. During the presidency of Franklin D. Roosevelt, radio broadcasts became ubiquitous in American homes. Again, everywhere, a normal part of daily life. And here's where this word gets really interesting. Technology often follows the same pattern. First rare, then popular, then completely ubiquitous. Think about the internet, online shopping, social media, AI tools. First unusual, then impossible to avoid. And the next example might be the most visually unforgettable of all. Most people instantly recognize this moment. Passengers wearing masks in airports during COVID-19. Listen carefully. During the COVID-19 pandemic, face masks became ubiquitous in airports, hospitals, and public transportation. You saw them everywhere, every country, every airport, every news report. That's the feeling of ubiquitous. Not just common, constantly visible, deeply embedded into everyday life. Now here's something most English learners never notice. Ubiquitous does not feel the same as words like common, widespread, universal, pervasive, omnipresent, prevalent. Those words describe something that exists in many places. They're synonyms. But ubiquitous feels stronger. It creates the feeling that something is everywhere, impossible to avoid, almost built into daily life. Listen to the difference. Smartphones are common. Okay, normal sentence. But smartphones are ubiquitous. Now, suddenly, the idea feels bigger, more advanced, more professional, more emphatic. And that's exactly why native speakers love this word. It doesn't just describe something, it creates a stronger image in your mind. And here's where ubiquitous starts sounding really natural in professional English. Native speakers rarely use this word alone. They combine it with certain nouns again and again. For example, a ubiquitous brand, ubiquitous advertising, a ubiquitous presence, ubiquitous influence, a ubiquitous symbol, a ubiquitous feature. And once you start noticing these combinations, you'll hear them everywhere in business, technology, media, and academic English. This is one of the fastest ways to sound more fluent, not just learning individual words, but learning the word combinations native speakers naturally use together. Here's a quick challenge for you. What has become ubiquitous recently? AI tools, short-form video, wireless earbuds? Write your own sentence using ubiquitous in the comments and try to use it naturally. Because once you start using advanced vocabulary actively, that's when it actually becomes part of your English. If you made it this far, you'll probably never forget the word ubiquitous again. If you want more advanced English explained visually and naturally, like the video. Don't forget to test yourself and write your own example sentence in the comments below. And if you know someone studying English, share this video with them. If you want to speak English the way native speakers actually use it, check out my free course at goodenglish.online. Because learning vocabulary is good, but learning how native speakers really think with words, that changes everything.